Linux on the mainframe today. The mission now is to support the distributed consolidation.
It's growing a lot worldwide, and there are entire countries that are pretty new to Linux on the mainframe.
This is a brand new world. Performance management is my passion. If you can't measure it, I'm just not interested. You need to run your systems at high utilization. That's where the sweet point is cost-wise. The total cost of ownership at a high utilization is much better than at a low utilization. They're not tying up floor space, they're not using air conditioning, they're not using power, right? You don't have to pay for a software license for something that is not being used anymore. We don't really have individual products. We have a suite of products that's designed to do performance management. We can manage the Linux servers under VM, in an LPAR, down to the process level. It's the ability to solve their service problems, solve the future problems with capacity planning, satisfy the operational requirements, and then provide the financial people with the instruments that they need to manage their system financially. I look at Z-Pro as a cloud offering to allow R&D to move faster. Speed to market. That allows the applications people to dynamically create their servers. It allows them to do self-service. They don't have to ask anybody for a server. They don't have to ask anybody for resource allocation. Using Z-Pro, they can get their resources when they want them. Business analytics is a very important application to the companies. It's important to the business. We got to get it out fast, but that's just one application. When the applications people find out that they can create a Linux server by logging on, hitting a couple of buttons, and now they have a server. You know, it's wow. ZView is our web interface. We're the only ones that provide this kind of data. We're the only ones that can provide this kind of interface. We can show pictures that just show the data that they really want to see. Data presentation is a challenge. It's a huge challenge. We have 5,000 different metrics. Nobody has the ability to understand what those 5,000 metrics mean. But we can give you the ability, when there's a red line, you can drill down on that to something meaningful. People are falling in love with this ability to look at the data on their browser from anywhere, anytime.
Linux on the mainframe has always been very big in the US and North America.
You need the data to look at what your resource requirements are and where you're going. The challenge is to utilize the mainframe effectively. We have the ability to look at applications over time and look at their growth and look at if there's changes in their capacity requirements. We can see those. When you're building a chargeback model, you need to have a data source that you can depend on. We provide a capture ratio number, and what that capture ratio is it validates the whole model. User by user, task by task, I can show where that CPU is being consumed, who the user is. The capture ratio is 100.00%. That means I know down to the millisecond where that CPU is going. What that means is if I have a Linux server that's using resource, I can tell you which application is using that resource. I can tell you what process is using that, what agent is using that resource. What that allows from a chargeback perspective is a comfort that you know where your resources are going, so you know that if you're charging somebody for something, you're charging them accurately for whatever that resource is.
We like to see ourselves as the extended arm of a team within the companies.
Z-Tune is our tuning performance service. With people in the industry that have been doing performance analysis for 25, 30 years, we have the best performance skills in the world. What Z-Tune provides is 100-odd rules that actually are applied to the software. The software will analyze your data, it'll look for problems using the intelligence that we've put into it, and it'll come out with what we think is a solution. So if you have a performance problem, you call us and we work with you and get it resolved. We have a huge market share, and that huge market share means that we are the leaders in this industry. We invest a lot in maintaining that leadership.
And we have some of the best performance people in the world. You get the best support on the planet. We are local, we're in the same time zone. We speak multiple languages.
We can support the whole world very easily today. We tie everything together to solve performance management and make sure the customers have performance management.